Hello, Namaskarundi. Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to discuss how to crack CAT in 1 month. So I can't tell you a detailed plan or mantra that can help you crack CAT in just 1 month. This video is specifically for people who are trying for CAT for the past few months very intensively or have a strong will in their mind that to crack CAT this time around. So these few points would help the people who are preparing when they are attempting CAT this time around. So now hardly we have 1 month in our hands. So first thing first, I would tell you not to study furthermore. So there's 1 month left, and if you start studying a particular portion right now, I don't think we'll have the right amount of time to start a new topic and to end it and ace that particular topic. So now what we can do is, with the amount of preparation that we currently have, we have to elevate the level of preparation at the to the maximum point. So if you are comfortable with this subject called, say, arithmetic, you have to do more problems and get acquainted with it, so that whenever a question from arithmetic is coming in the exam, you will be able to solve it. So that's the first thing you have to do. Also, I have mentioned 3 main points or tips, one per each section, to crack CAT in my Instagram account. Do check that out if you want a more refined content. Here I'll be explaining further about how to crack CAT in 1 month. So now I'll be discussing with respect to each section, going about how to prepare for that in 1 month based on my experiences. So starting off with VARC, what helped me in VARC is that I was not a person who reads a lot. So if you are a person who's like me, it is a no-brainer that you should have started reading, so that you will be used to reading comprehensions and the questions coming in VARC. So I still remember when I attempted CAT for the first time, after reading this much content, I was feeling sleepy because I was not used to reading this much content. So I wanted to increase that reading habit. But for now, if you're starting to read from now, that won't be a good suggestion, obviously, because very lesser time ahead for CAT. So what I would suggest now is to mainly play around with past year question papers. So basically the questions coming in RC will be the majority of the question. So if you are comfortable with RC, that will be itself helpful for clearing the cutoffs. But if you are a person who wants to go to the extra mile, like 95% above or 99% above, you should have a grip on all the subjects. So there VA will be the key factor. So for that also, I would recommend you to go through the past papers, see how the questions are coming. And also in RC itself, the genre will be either from philosophy or history or science. So identify the genre of the passage first and see if you are comfortable with that particular genre. And if you're comfortable with that particular genre, you can start off with that particular passage and go on solving the questions. Always read the first paragraph first, then go through the questions first, and then decide upon taking that passage. So if you are prepared, or if you are preparing for CAT through a particular institution or a coaching center, you must have gone through all these stages through your mock exams. But I'm still reiterating the fact, don't go through by your gut feeling like, okay, after seeing the passage, this will be a passage which will be easy. First read the first paragraph and also go through the question, and if you're finding that passage easy for you, then you can proceed. And always focus on accuracy. And I know like VRC will be a section where most of the people are looking to maximize their score, but still accuracy is the key. If you are good at accuracy, above 80% accuracy if you are getting in VRC, there's a high probability that you will clear the cutoffs for VRC and can get a good percentile. Now coming to DALR, as I would always mention, in DALR, set selection is the most important key. And for why I'm reiterating this fact, that most of the people when they seek advice from me, they start by saying DLR is my worst section. That too, I am comfortable with LR, but when I come to the DI part, I am not able to solve the DI part and things like that. In last year CAT paper, there was a set on DI which was very easy. So people who had this mindset like they won't do any DI set will miss out on that easy set. So don't go by your gut feeling again in this DLR section. Focus on each set, go through each set first and see if what set is easy for you. So maybe even if you are not comfortable with the DI, when you see a set, if it's DI and you leave it, maybe that will be the most easiest set among all. So first go through the set, see if the questions are easy and the set is easy, then try to solve. So what I have been following during my preparation is that I will go through all the sets which are coming in the exam. Then I will make a preference. I will start from this particular question and will go on for the next 2 3, and I will make a preferential order. So always keep the eye on this. In DALR, set selection is very important, and if you're stuck at one section, that will make you lose a lot of time in that particular question and will ruin your section. So be careful. Now coming into QA section, a lot of people have different kind of approach. I was following IMS during my preparation journey. So in IMS there's an approach called ABC. ABC matlab A means abhi kar lo, B means baat mein, and C means chhod do. So basically it is segregating the questions that is coming in CAT. So the process would be, when I'm going through the QA section, if I see the first question, I will read the question first, and in my back end, in my brain, I will analyze this question in either A, B or C category. So if that question is very much comfortable for me and I can solve it in like less than 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes, I will consider it as an A category, where I will solve it now itself. Or if it's thoda mushkil, or if it's kind of hard for me to solve in 3 minutes or something, then I will keep that aside, but I will make sure that I will end up solving this towards the end of the exam. And if it's not at all my area, not at all the area of my expertise, and I can't solve it in the prescribed amount of time, I will leave it. That's the C category. So this was the strategy I have been following for most of my preparation journey. But towards the end, after some particular mocks, I found this strategy was not suiting me. So I found another strategy where I don't know if it will be suiting for all of you guys, but towards the end I found this strategy was helping me. So that's why I am sharing it with you guys. So I will read all the questions. So say imagine if there are 20 questions coming in the QA section, I will go through all the 20 questions and I will mark the questions which are easier for me. So for me, there will be either A or C. Either I can do it or I cannot do it. And if I'm marking the question, that will be very easy for me. So maybe if I'm marking that, I will get only 5 to 6 questions in the first round, but that itself will cover my cutoff. So that was my point of view when I approached QA section. I have to first clear the cutoff, then I will see if I can maximize my score. So that was a particular strategy that I was relying upon. You can also choose your own strategy, but what I would recommend is that everybody will have a strong aspect and a weak aspect when it comes to QA. Maybe some people won't be that good in, say, a subject called PNC or probability, but you'll be very much good in subjects, or very much good in topics like percentages, ratio and proportion, etc. So if you're very good at it, and if you're very good at selecting the particular question, you have to club both of these things and should move forward. What I'm telling is, if you're seeing a ratio proportion question, you should first identify, is it easy for me to do? And if it's easy for you to do, then go for it. So based on that, you can first find out all the arithmetic questions and see if you can do it, and then do it. So if you can club both these aspects, I think it can increase your score as well as percentile. And focus on accuracy. Even if you are thinking, okay, I can solve this, but I'm not sure if I could, don't do it. If you're pretty sure you can solve it and you know the direct approach, then do those questions first, then only come back to the questions which you have a gut feeling on. So otherwise what we will do is, you will spend a lot of time, like 4 minutes or 5 minutes in a particular question, and won't get time for easier questions. So please don't do that. So these are the few tips section wise that I think will help you guys in this 1 month period. And I would highly recommend all of you to go through previous year question papers, and I would like you to take those question papers as a mock exam itself, so that you will get that CAT atmosphere while taking your exam. And I don't know if by the time the video get released, the admit card will be out. If the admit card is out, make sure that you take your mock exams in the prescribed time slot allotted to you. If it's an afternoon slot that you are getting, and if you're not comfortable with taking exams in afternoon, that will be really a disadvantage for you. So make sure that after the admit card get released and you get to know your particular slot, please follow that slot time where you are taking mocks, and focus on mocks. So this is the most important thing. If you can club mocks and also last year or previous year question papers, that's the best thing. But even if you don't do anything for the next 1 month regarding to studying a particular topic or revising particular concepts, but do attempt mocks is something that will make your test taking ability really good. And as I would always say, CAT is not about knowing everything, it's particularly about strategy. So everybody will have a particular focus. Maybe some people will be eyeing the top 10 colleges only, some people will be eyeing on maybe the top 30 colleges. So you know the particular band you are aiming for or the particular percentile you are aiming for. You have to make a strategy based out of that. It's high time that you have to have that strategy. But still, if you don't have one, with the mocks that you take, try to form a strategy that suits your plan for CAT. And CAT is just an easy exam if you play it properly. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to know every concept to crack CAT, but if you know how to play with CAT really well and how to strategize for the exam really well, you can crack it. So for the next 1 month, take mocks properly, revise the concepts that you're lacking when you feel like after taking a mock, revise the concepts then, and after that, again analyze the mock thoroughly and see like where you are aiming at and what's the current status. And don't be disheartened with your mock scores. Mock scores is another part, and the analysis and the learnings behind the mocks is another thing. So that will reflect upon your actual CAT score. Stay motivated, and like I said, CAT is just another exam, and it's all about strategy. And keep practicing, keep taking mocks, and you can also ping me in my social handles if you need any help. I will be more than happy to help you guys. So all the best. You still have 1 more month to go, and I think 1 month is more than enough. If you are already started preparing for CAT, 1 month is enough to maximize your score. But if you are a new person who's just starting the CAT preparation journey now, do your best. Take maximum mocks as you can, and also solve past year question papers as well. And stay positive, and let's see what happens. And if you don't perform, there's always another turn next year. But don't lose hope. Miracles can happen in 1 month. So for all the people out there, stay motivated and do your best. So I will try to put up more videos continuously now on the channel. So if you're liking the content, please consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll be back with more such cool videos. So this is Gogul V Sunil. Let's see you in the next video.